Hello, Jay here. Welcome to Beginning Drums Chapter 5. Okay, we're going to start off today with some rhythms and rudiments. Let's talk about some eighth notes. Okay, now we've been doing quarter notes up to this point. Quarter notes would just be one note on a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if we subdivide that beat and put two notes on each beat, we'll get this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the and of the beat is exactly in the middle of the beat, and you'll see a plus sign standing for and. Okay, now I recommend rotate your sticks. If we're going to do some eighth notes, we can go like this. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And again, we're counting it like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's go ahead and get to know some eighth notes. For number 1, we're going to do 4 bars of all eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar 2, 3, 4, third bar 2 and 3 and 4 and fourth bar 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're going to hear me counting them both ways. I'll count them as 1 and 2 and I might just count the downbeat 1, 2. So eventually we kind of learn how to feel it. Okay, let's go ahead and go into number 2. Now for number 2, we're going to start mixing up quarter notes and our eighth notes. So for bar 1, it's going to be 4 quarter notes. Then we'll have 4 beats of eighth notes on bar 2. We'll have 4 beats of eighth notes on bar 3. And then back to 4 beats of quarter notes for bar 4. Here comes number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be playing each of these one time, but I recommend repeat each of these 4 to 8 times and try out your slow, medium, and fast tempos. Okay, for number 3, similar concept. We'll start off with eighth notes this time. We'll do all eighth notes on bar 1. We'll do all quarter notes on bar 2. All eighth notes on bar 3. All quarter notes on bar 4. Here comes number 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 4, we're going to start really mixing them up here. So bar 1 is going to have quarter notes on beats 1 and 2, eighth notes on beats 3 and 4. Bar 2 is going to have eighth notes on beats 1 and 2 with quarter notes on beats 3 and 4. On bar 3, we're going to have eighth notes on beats 1 and 2 with a half note rest for beats 3 and 4. It means we won't play anything for those 2 beats. And then on bar 4, we'll have quarter notes on beats 1 and 2 with eighth notes on beats 3 and 4. Here comes number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, let's take a look at number 5. We'll have all eighth notes on bar 1, a whole note rest on bar 2, means we won't play anything for 4 beats. On bar 3, we have eighth notes on beats 1, 2, and 3 with a quarter note on beat 4. And then same concept for bar 4, that's eighth notes on beats 1 through 3 with a quarter note on beat 4. Here comes number 5. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, let's take a look at number 6. We're going to have eighth notes on beat 1, a quarter note rest, that's that squiggle on beat 2, means we won't play anything for beat 2, with quarter notes on beats 3 and 4. Bar 2 is all eighth notes. Bar 3 has quarter note on beat 1 and 2, eighth notes on beat 3, and then a quarter note on beat 4. And bar 4 has a half note rest for beats 1 and 2, with eighth notes on beats 3 and 4. Here comes number 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and rest 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, going to number 7. This one's going to start off with the quarter note rest on beat 1. We'll have eighth notes on beats 2 and 3 with the quarter note rest on beat 4. Bar 2 has quarter notes on beats 1 and 2, eighth notes on beats 3 and 4. Whole note rest on bar 3. And then bar 4 has eighth notes on beats 1, a quarter note on rest on beat 2 with eighth notes on beats 3, and a quarter note rest on beat 4. Okay, here comes number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2 and 3 and rest. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4. 1 and rest. 3 and rest. Okay, the last one, number 8, is going to start off with quarter notes on beats 1 and 2, eighth notes on beat 3, and a quarter note on beat 4. Bar 2 has eighth notes on beat 1, a quarter note rest on beat 2, quarter note on beat 3, eighth notes on beat 4. Bar 3 has a quarter note rest on beat 1, a quarter note on beat 2 with eighth notes on beats 3 and 4. And then bar 4 has a half note rest for beats 1 and 2, a quarter note rest on beat 3 with eighth notes on beats 4. I mean, we'll wait all the way till beat 4 to play for that last bar. Okay, here comes number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and rest. 3, 4 and rest. 2, 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4 and. Okay, I'm going to do number 8 again a little faster just to show you. I always recommend play your slow, get it down, go to medium, and then try your faster. You can always push yourself as you raise that tempo and get a little faster. Okay, we were just about right here. I'm just going to speed up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 8. 2, 3 and 4. 1 and rest. 3, 4 and rest. 2, 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4 and. So remember, push your tempo. We can go even faster, but that will always be a challenge. Okay, let's take it to rudiments. Okay, today we're going to learn the single paradiddle. Really great rudiment, super musical, very funky too, very creative, makes great melodies on the drum set. And also I want to remind you that we will apply all of our rudiments to the drum sets as we go, especially in our reviews every 4 chapters. But for now, we'll just keep it all snare. Okay, so what is a paradiddle? It's going to be a combination of 2 singles and 1 double. So if we think of it like a right, left, right, right, that's 2 singles, right, left, and then a double, right, right. And if I flip my sticks, left, right, left, left. So if I just go right, left, right, right, that's what we call a single paradiddle. If I go back to a left, right, left, left, that's just doing 2 paradiddles in a row. It'll naturally flip our sticks for this one, so we can get in our balance of both sticks usually as we go from, as we repeat our bars naturally. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with number 1. Just quarter notes. I'm gonna do my paradiddle sticking, so I'll go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, and that would be repeating that 2 times, letting the sticks flip. Okay, here's number 1. I'll count myself in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And it also helps to think of paradiddle. The diddle is the double. So if you're like paradiddle, really helps to get your sticking in order. So think of those phonetics because we'll be talking about diddles as we go through the book. Okay, let's go ahead and take it to number 2. Now we're going to turn them into eighth notes. So we'll go into a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and our sticking right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Okay, let's turn them into 16th notes. The way we count our 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, now for this one, we're going to put a paradiddle on beat 1 and 3, and we'll have quarter note rests on beats 2 and 4, and we'll flip our sticking as we do our 2 paradiddles. Okay, so here's number 3. I'll do it nice and slow. 3 E and a 4 E and a right, left, right, right, rest. Left, right, left, left, rest. Right, left, right, right, rest. Left, right, left, left, rest. Okay, let's go to number 4. Similar concept, but now we'll put the paradiddles on beats 2 and 4 with quarter note rest on beat 1 and 3. 3, 4, rest. Right, left, right, right, rest. Left, right, left, left, rest. Right, left, right, right, rest. left, right, left, left. Okay, take it to number 5. Gonna do 2 paradiddles back to back as 16th notes. 3E and a 4E and a right, left, right, left, left, rest, rest, right, left, left, rest, rest. Okay, haven't been speeding them up super fast yet. We'll get to that. Let's go ahead and go to the last one, number 6. I'm just gonna do those 2 paradiddles back to back without having a rest this time. So we're just gonna keep doing paradiddles. And we're in 2/4 now. 1, 2, right, left, 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 paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, now let's push our tempo a little bit. 1, 2, paradiddle, paradiddle, right, left, left. 1, 2. And then I'll just go ahead and push my tempo. Now, of course, you can go even faster, but that's kind of showing you where it's leading. And if you hit 2 surfaces, you really hear the cool melody. So that's why it makes really funky beats too. So when we apply it to the drum set, they'll come alive a little bit too. All right, welcome to Beats and Fills. This chapter's beat's gonna have 8th notes in our bass drum on beat 1 with just a basic concept for beats 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now on beat 1, for quarter notes, this would be number 1. We're gonna have a bass drum on the downbeat of 1, and then we'll hit the end of the beat, bass drum all by itself. And then here's basic, so beat 2, just a snare and hi-hat. Beat 3, bass drum and hi-hat. Beat 4, snare and hi-hat. Okay, here's number 1. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. Okay, for beat number 2, let's go ahead and make this into an 8th note version of this beat. So we have 8th notes on beat 1. That means my hi-hat's going to hit with both notes. So it'll be like this. 1, and then it's basic from there. So we're going to go 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, here's beat number 2. 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, for beat number 3, we're going to do the 16th note version of this beat. On beat 1, we're going to have a downbeat with our bass drum and our hi-hat together. We're going to hit the E all by itself. We'll hit the and of beat 1 with our bass drum and hi-hat together. And then we'll have a hi-hat for the all by itself. Beats 2, 3, and 4 are basic. So here's beat 2, snare and hi-hat together. E and beat 3, bass drum and hi-hat. E and then beat 4. E and here's beat number 3. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. do some fills. Going to start off on the snare, then I'm going to put it somewhere on the drum set, and then the third part is for you to make your own drum fill using that rhythm, and then write it in that space using the drum key. Okay, for number one, we're just going to do all eighth notes, all snare. This would be like this. Okay, for the second part, I'm going to put those eighth notes around the horn. That's going to go from snare to 1 to 2 to floor, all eighth notes. Okay, now it's time for you to make up your own drum fill. So if you have 4 beats of eighth notes, got a lot of notes to play with right now. Let's say if you wanted to do it just all floor tom. Write down floor tom, that second to bottom space, and just put in your eighth notes, put your flags and stems, and boom, you got yourself your own fill. If you want to try to do some creative things from there, you can have at it. If you want to mix up your notes, you could hit one on a different drum each time. You could make flams, you could make combinations too. So have fun with it, explore the drum set, and see what you can come up with. And that's a great thing for you to be doing on your own too, to create your own music like that. Okay, for fill number 2, it's going to be eighth notes on beats 1 and 2 and quarter notes on beats 3 and 4, all snare. Okay, the way I put this one on the drum set for number 2 is it's going to be first beat of eighth notes on tom number 2, second beat of eighth notes on snare, bass drum quarter note on beat 3, and then a flam on tom 1 for beat 4. Okay, for fill number 3, it's going to be eighth notes on beat 1, quarter note on beat 2, and that repeats again for beats 3 and 4, with eighth notes on beat 3 and a quarter note on beat 4, and that's all snare for the first part. Okay, the way I orchestrated this one is I put the eighth notes of beat 1 as a combination with bass drum and crash, both notes. I put a flam on snare for the quarter note on beat 2. Eighth note floor tom on beat 3, and then a flam on tom number 2 for beat 4. For fill number 4, it's going to start with a quarter note rest on beat 1, and then eighth notes all snare on beats 2 and 3 with a quarter note rest on beat 4. Okay, the way I arranged this one for the drum set, I did some combinations. So beat 1's a quarter note rest, and then it's going to be a snare and tom 1 combination, both eighth notes on beat 2, and then a floor tom and tom 2 combination for those eighth notes on beats 3, and then just a quarter note rest on beat 4. Okay, now we're going to combine the beats and fills. As we've been doing, we're going to pick a beat, repeat it 4 times, and then I gave you an example of my orchestrated fills, but you can pick any of the fills, including your own or mine for all snare, it doesn't matter. So for number 1, it's going to be the quarter note version of the beat 4 times, and then the around the horn eighth note fill. Okay, now it comes time for us to improvise our fills. So pick any beat, repeat it for 4 times, and then try to do a 1-bar fill of your own. You could hit anything you want. You could leave space. You could make it a busy fill. But the main thing is for you to count your beats, keep your beat count in your head or feel it, and just do a beat for 4 bars and then a 1 bar fill. So we're counting as we're playing, we're feeling it out, really good music skills, and eventually it's nice to not have to count your beats where you're only feeling it, but it's a process. So no problem to be counting in your head or be counting out loud. Welcome to the study. For this chapter, we're going to talk about tempo, and tempo is the speed or pace of music, and it's the spectrum of slow to fast. So slow tempo, medium tempo, up tempo, fast, and I'm going to be using my metronome to help reference this. Okay, so if we're counting our beats per minute, or BPM, if it's about 40 to 70, we're kind of in the slower tempo zone. So here's 54, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I want to play a beat, let's say at 54, I'd be like boom, crack, boom, crack. Slower tempo, it's very important for us drummers to play slow because we may want to speed up. With up tempo, we might want to slow down. The main thing is to hold our tempo, but I've always noticed slow tempo can be just as a challenge as a fast tempo too, because it's not easy to hold it back sometimes. Okay, now at that tempo, that's a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here will be your eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here's 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So slow tempo is always a good place to start. For number 1, it's just going to be playing a basic quarter note at a slow tempo. Okay, for number 2, we're going to go into like a medium tempo still with our basic quarter note beat. So now I'm going to bring my metronome up a bit. Anywhere from 70 to 120 is kind of in our medium tempo. So let's go ahead and try, how about 92. Boom, crack, boom, crack, boom, crack, boom, crack. So you can see it's already moving pretty quick. We're getting to that up tempo pretty fast there. So for number 2, just play at a medium tempo, quarter note basic rock beat. Okay, for number 3, now we're going to get into our up tempo or our faster tempo. So if we're going past 120, here's 130. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's already moving pretty quick, and you could probably guess as we get even faster than there, it's going to get really fast. So remember, your 16th notes are going to be a lot harder to get up to this faster tempo, so I'm just going to kind of leave it on a little bit of the backside of some of these tempos. But for number 3, just play your basic quarter note beat and try to play it at a faster tempo. Okay, now for number 4, we're going to do similar concept we just did, but with 8th notes. So basic 8th note beat at a slow tempo. learn about retardando or ritard or rit for short, and that's to slow down. It's like a gradual slowdown. Okay, a lot of times at the end of songs, we see a ritard, and that means we're just gonna kind of slow it down to some kind of an ending. Intros can also have some cool concepts like this too, or anywhere within a song, but definitely popular at the ends of songs too. Okay, so for this one, on number 10, we're just gonna do quarter notes on our snare for 2 bars, but we're gonna ritard or slow down a little bit on the second bar. Okay, for number 11, we're going to do 2 bars of 8th notes, all snare, and then we're going to ritard around beat 4 of bar 1, leading into bar 2. For number 12, we're going to do 16th notes, all snare, and then we're going to do 2 bars with a ritard on beat 2, starting on beat 2 of bar 2. It's going to be that gradual slowdown. Okay, now the opposite of ritardando is accelerondo. These are all Italian terms, or excel, just like you would think, excel like in a car or if you're running, and that's to speed up. Okay, now for this one, written underneath the staff, you'll see that excel for short, but we're gonna do a 2-bar phrase of quarter notes on our snare, and then we're gonna get faster on bar 2. Okay, for number 14, we're gonna do 8th notes on our snare, and we're gonna start to accelerondo on beat 4 leading into beat bar 2. For number 15, we're going to do 16th notes, all snare, for 2 bars, and then we'll excel on bar 2, get faster. Okay, for the last 2 examples, I'm going to give you a couple exercises using fills and some of these tempo instructions. Okay, starting off, we're going to just do a 1-bar fill of quarter notes at a medium tempo on your snare, and then we're going to go into a basic quarter note beat for 4 times. We're going to do an 8th note fill where we're going to retardando, and we're going to start to slow down with our 8th notes. It's just a 1-bar fill, slowing down into a slower basic quarter note beat for 4 times after that. So the fill's going to slow us down into a slower tempo for our beat, and we're going to do that all naturally with our own slowdown. Okay, for the last one, number 17, we're gonna do kind of a opposite concept for this one. We're gonna start off with all snare 8th notes, 1-bar fill, into a basic 8th note beat for 4 times. We're gonna do another 8th note fill, all snare, but this time we're gonna accelerondo and get faster, leading us into 4 bars of our basic 8th note beat at a faster tempo. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you for chapter 6. Rock on.